Monday, February 17th, 2025. It's not my president day. Who knew there'd be a new episode of The View? I sure didn't. But I tuned in, and of course, it annoyed the crap out of me. They started by talking about, Steve Bannon giving praise to the orange felon fascist at the White House. Um, for basically just throwing everything at the wall, seeing what sticks, what he can get away with, which is a lot. Um, and then the ladies start to talk about the sort of the counterbalance to that, and again, Sunny Hostin, of course, comes with receipts. She's talking about the whole the strategy behind the shock and awe, and how you get um, sort of societies to sort of fall in line, and then talking about how you sort of build a coalition to respond. And Anna Navarro got close when she was talking about, we need input from all the sort of marginalized parts of the electorate, or the citizenry. Um, we also just we need we need a response at all, because right now it's nothing. And there's some words, and there's nothing like, what are we actually going to do about it, and what can we do about it? And the massive amount of misinformation that gets spread around, and the fucking media is complicit in this, because they just repeat what Trump says without actually saying, hey, what he's saying is incorrect. They're just saying he asserted that blah blah blah. Well, he lied, is what he did. Um, so the Democrats need to get in front of that. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. They need to be doing daily briefings. Remember, I don't know where you were when in New York, Governor Cuomo. I know he's an asshole, but he gave daily briefings about what was going on, which were kind of comforting. Like, at least we know that people are aware, they're on top of it, they're working on solutions. There's agencies that are involved. This is what we're planning. It was a great communication tool, and the Democrats should be doing that every fucking day. And I think there need to be, like, no fucking Chuck Schumer, no fucking Nancy Pelosi, no Hakeem Jeffries, none of these people that just seem to think that platitudes are going to work. People that know how to talk plain speak. This is what's happening, and this is how we're going to respond. Can get information out about organization, to citizen groups and local groups about what they can do. AOC, Latina, Jasmine Crockett, African American from the South, Pete Buttigieg, gay, former military. Want to throw in Maxwell Frost? Sure. Want to make it a five-person panel? Sure. But they need to be energetic, um, thoughtful, and um, convey action. You know what I mean? Energy. No, no one wants to follow Chuck Schumer in this endeavor, as he wags his finger and says, "Get off my lawn." But then everybody stays on the lawn, and he just goes back inside and pours a cocktail. Like, I, we need some energy in the resistance, because I think it's in the electorate. It's just certainly not. It's not in the media at all. But it's not showing up in the uh, what's it called, in our elected officials in the Democratic Party. Um, Elizabeth Warren has given some great speeches. I love listening to her talk. She makes me feel so much better. But she will rattle on about what's going wrong, or what the possibilities are for, um, what can happen if X is enacted, whatever, blah blah blah. But it's like, what are we doing? What are we actually doing to combat it? Um, so maybe put a lawyer in there. Mark Elias is busy, but get somebody, get a 3 or 5 person panel that just goes and talks. Like, this is what cannot happen. This is what we're going to do to stop it. This is the options at our disposal. And this is what we need from the citizenry. This is what we need you to do. Um, but we need to be doing something. And we seem to be doing nothing. That's what it feels like, at least. If there is stuff happening in the background, and I know that's how the Democrats have always sort of worked, but this isn't the time for that. And then stupid fucking Amy Farfar Griffin says Democrats need to have some uncomfortable conversations. Fuck you, lady. The Republicans need to stop being fascists. Like, why is that? Yes, the Democrats have a responsibility to get aligned and be the opposition, which we're not doing properly yet. But let's not forget the reason that we're in this mess is that every single fucking uh, Republican politician in Washington is falling in line with this madman, orange faced felons, fascist Nazi regime. That's it. That's the Republican Party. They are the problem. They're at fault. Yeah, we have to come up with a way to counteract it, but it's not that the Democrats need to have uncomfortable conversations. The fucking GOP needs to stop being Nazis. Like, anyway, so she can go to hell. And the conversation it kills me that she continues to interrupt Whoopi, because that can't go well in those conversations backstage. But Whoopi's trying to make the point. Yeah, we can find common ground, but when the other side is saying you as a human being don't deserve the same rights and freedoms as other human beings, that is a non-starter. Like, we're not going to negotiate there. And that's the whole message where people get up in arms. It's like, well, we can disagree politically, but we can still be friends. Okay, great, but if part of your political stance is supporting this Nazi regime in the White House, I don't think we can be friends. I've certainly deleted an awful lot of people off social media. I've certainly angered a lot of my family. But I'm not. I, no, you just don't. You don't get me. If your political beliefs are so amoral and inhumane that you think that some people deserve less, whether that's rights or opportunity. This is not a meritocracy that we live in. People can't pull themselves up by the bootstraps. And in every situation, um, some people need help, and that doesn't mean forever. It means an opportunity to get them to the point to have an opportunity, a level playing field of opportunity. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words, but I'm getting mad. Oh, anyway, it's very cold and blustery, wintry, not my President's Day. So, you know, a fire and some warm beverages, I think, are in order.